Hi everyone, it's Nicole. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this message and trust that if anybody needs it, it will find them. We are seeing so much abuse and neglect in the world. And it's not just the extreme cases. We are noticing that there has been so much control and oppression and how this, what we call the society and cultures of the world have been built. We have it within our own selves. How often do our thoughts dominate and control the rest of our body? We carry it within us. How often do we abandon ourselves? We get confused and things become really topsy-turvy and we're like, wait a minute, I don't know who to trust or what to believe. What's right, what's wrong? I don't know my truth anymore because I'm tapped into all the noise of the world, or this person is telling me how I should feel or how I should think or what I should do. And I'm like, whoa, maybe I should. I don't know. Doesn't feel right here, but maybe that's just a trigger or a past trauma or something. Maybe that's my bull crap and I need to override that and just trust them. It's really, really deep, and it's going to be hard for me in this short video to even emphasize how deep and infiltrated into the system it is. It's in all of our relationships, marriages, friendships, co-workers, colleagues, family dynamics, you name it. And it's also within ourselves, the relationship we have with ourselves. So I'm really feeling called and showing up in my client sessions and with myself in my personal life to just give you a little tool. I mean, even just talking about this does wonders because now we're engaged. We're like, wait a minute, I've been running into that too. So now we're starting to tell the truth and we're starting to like illuminate with consciousness and bring awareness to the subject matter and to our behaviors that feed into this. You know, how often did you go with the flow or do something and you're like, that didn't feel right? Or how often did you stuff down speaking up and saying something because you didn't want to ruffle any feathers, you didn't want someone to get mad at you, you didn't want, you know, whatever. And then on the other side of that, how often have we like been really rude or disrespectful and tried to override what someone else is thinking or feeling in the name of, you, everyone needs to listen to me because I'm the only one that speaks the truth. Okay, so once we are aware of how deep and the certain areas that this is showing up in our life and in our relationships, we can pause and we can come back to ourselves and place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. You can start to breathe and allow movements to come in your body, any kind of movements. Allow your body just to start to move and use those hands to touch and hold different parts of your body. And you say, I get me. I get to have me. I get to have my thoughts and my feelings and my actions. I get to have my joy and my pain. I get to have my fears. I get to have my successes. I get to have my failures. I get to have my choices. I get me. I get my life. And you get you. You get yours. I don't get to have yours. You get your successes. You get your fears, your joys, your love, your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. You get yours. You get your life. And I get mine. I get mine. I get me. All of me. I get me. This is my responsibility. I get me. We breathe that, I get me. And you learn to like speak it deep in the root chakra, deep in your bones and your blood. You notice when you get wishy-washy. It's not fake. Like, okay, I'm going to try. Like, I get me. You do get you. I get me, you get you. Period. In loving relationships, in partnerships, in anything. I get me, you get you, And then we go from there. Now there's space. And I get to decide what's comfortable for me and what's not. You get to decide what's comfortable for you and what's not. And if we choose to be in relationship, to be relating to one another, then it's because I am me and you are you. Otherwise, things get entangled and messed up, and now we don't know. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm like living for you. I'm trying to control your decisions, or I'm confused about my own. Like, I don't know the truth anymore. And we call that love, and we call that relationship, and we call that all these things. But it's toxic, and it's abusive and neglectful, and we're really the ones abandoning ourselves. I get me, and you get you. Period. Play around with that a little bit. I get me. When you're in a conversation with someone and things are starting to get weird, without them even knowing you're saying this, you can say this inside your own head. Wait a minute. I get me. I get me. All of me, right? I get me. What am I thinking and feeling? What do I need? What do I want? I get me. You get you. You get all your stuff, the good and the bad. You get you. You can believe whatever you want. You get you. I don't even have to make that about me. It doesn't hurt me. You get you. There's something beautiful and precious about that. And I get me. That's how we relate. That's how we are in relationship. This is how we survive without the abuse and neglect and toxicity. I get me. You get you. All my love.